Hey folks, welcome back to Black and White. Here at the Pokémon League, heading off to fight the champion. But who is the champion, I asked at the end of the last episode. Well, we're about to find out. Ed has already gone ahead and fought Alder. Now, we need to figure out who won. Oh man. Man, and why you gotta win? You know, I just noticed the juxtaposition here. They both have ponytails, but there's green and there's red. And they're opposites on the color wheel. It's neat. And there's a comparison of a hat versus crazy Goku hair. You know. Cultivation versus living wild. Or the Lightstone, depending. Dude, it's like the most holy place in all of Pokemon. What could possibly be more holy than this, or more fitting than this? Okay, you got me there. You definitely got me there. This is a significant departure from basically how every other Pokemon game has worked. The previous games, the Elite Four Challenge and the actual evil organization plot of the game, two very separate entities. But here, they're merged, they're mixed, and it's climactic as all hell. I really dig it. I really like it. I mean, this is the first kind of twist on the end game since the original game, and that wasn't really a twist because there was no precedent. Original game, you didn't know that there would be a fifth guy after the Elite Four. Now you don't know there's gonna be a frickin' castle. Sages, we meet again. Are you actually going to fight me this time? Or are you just gonna preach vague philosophy at me? Ha! You see? They fight. It's not contrary to their characters to use Pokemon, because they were totally gonna stop me here. Luckily, Clay and his brigade of cool people have come to save the day. And that's a really clever musical cue, you know, the cue that comes when you're about to defeat a gym leader, that triumphant comeback music now playing in the gym leader's favor. Plus, it's, you know, it's the Pokemon theme. It's the original Pokemon. It's like triumphant as all hell, and a call back to the good old days. And now we get to ruin all of it by just walking through a bunch of linear corridors talking to people. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. You know, it's cool. I like it. I really like it. So yeah, you can bypass most of these corridors, most of these rooms, rather. Most of it's just dialogue. You'll find an item or two that might help you in the challenge ahead. But other than that, it's mostly pretty unnecessary. Ninjas. Goddamn ninjas. Yes, you can, in fact, switch your team party if you so desire, which is unheard of before a champion fight. But it, you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty rad. And you can also get a free heal, which is great. I mean, they're leading up to something pretty big and climactic and cool here. You never got to do this before. Anyway, you may recognize these two girls from the opening cutscene. They don't do much else other than hang out here. I do hope they change that in the inevitable third version. Now see, these two girls, they know what's up. They know what's happening. Well, they don't do anything about it. Anywho, apparently this is like where the entire group of Team Plasma just hangs out and lives. There's nothing more culty than a castle. And now, I feel like this, as awesome as it is, and I just spent a lot of time praising it, I feel like it's a missed opportunity, yet again. Because you got this huge castle with, like, bridges and towers and all that crazy stuff, and it's just a bunch of linear corridors. There's no maze, there's no puzzle, there's no final labyrinth, no, like, final fortress of sorts, you know? It's just not as, it doesn't feel like a final test. It feels like an extended walk through the area thing. Anyway, this is your access to the PC if you so desire. Apparently the in-game reason is that they're connecting to people's PCs and so that they can release Pokemon in the PC by force. Essentially, they're hacking. They're hacking and emptying your cycle bin. I love this guy, or girl, or whatever it is. Because it shows just how, like, screwed up what Team Plasma is doing is. Like, there's another Team Plasma member somewhere in this castle where their Pokemon has become attached to them, and now you can see it works both ways. And you can see, yeah, this one here. This Pokemon's become attached to her. Confusion within the ranks. Possibility for upset. It's just not natural. And if N actually connected with people rather than humans, he would see these confusions that are occurring. Anyway, an Ultra Ball before the champion. It's weird. It's really weird. Ninjas again. More ninjas. Or True Hero, or whatever. Honestly, if you ever see a truth or an ideal alone, you can bet that it switches between versions. Like, sometimes they have both and they switch anyway, just the order of things. Anyway, N's room. This is a really cool set piece. Look at this. So I think my favorite part of that room is the train piece in the basketball hoop. Not because it's funny, but because it shows that N has a superficial knowledge of human culture and the human world, basically. He sees it from the outside, but he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand how it works. So he puts a train in the basketball hoop. But anywho, we are almost all the way through this tower. We have a couple more people to talk to. Hello. Not sure why they aren't really saying anything revolutionary, but whatever. And this is the final floor, you can tell because of all the banners there. Styling. Hey Getty, what's up? Getty, Getso, Gettysburg. You know, Ghetsis, you know I'm lying. You admitted you're lying to me. I don't know what sort of facade are you still trying to put up when you already removed it? Whatever, Ghetsis. See ya. Nice chair. I love the contrast of this dude in a baseball cap in this amazing, lavish castle. It's just... it brings to attention just how out of place he really is. Well, sorry, bud, I can still beat you. I don't need a legendary Pokemon to beat you. I'll take that challenge. Okay, that's impressive. I'll give you that. That's very impressive. But I also have a shiny rock. Hold on to your seatbelts. This is a ride. And you are now presented with the opportunity to catch whichever legendary is the opposite color of your version. And confusingly, the one that's actually on the box art. It's confusing, it's weird, just go with it, go with it. Or Reshiram, you know, whatever. And here we have, you have to catch this guy. You can't beat him. If you beat him, he will respawn and ask you to catch him. Catch him. And it's a little frustrating, because when you catch him and you have a not full party, he will go immediately to the front slot of your team, meaning he will be your lead. Meaning he replaces Lilo as the Pokemon that I would send out immediately. How will I circumvent this issue? Well, you'll see. But as you can see, I'll use the Master Ball just to get around the whole, you know, faffing about business. You will never see this guy ever again, except when you're fighting and in other... Shut up, whatever. But I have come up with a way to circumvent that issue. Now, if you catch the Pokemon with a full team, it will actually just totally break the rules of the game, of the series, and say, do you want to replace a Pokemon in your party with this dragon? And you can disagree, thank God, which I do. But just totally contrary to everything else that's ever been done in the series, they really want you to use this dragon. If you somehow manage to have a full party and full PC boxes, that is the only way to avoid catching him. And then they'll like respawn somewhere else in the game after you beat it. I forget where. Another fun fact about this, about these dragons, is that they cannot be shiny. They are programmed to never be shiny. There are shiny versions of the dragons programmed into the game, but they cannot appear shiny. It is against the programming. It's weird. But anywho, catching this one legitimately, just for the sake of catching something legitimately, which, you know, just doesn't happen often enough in this crazy world of duplicated Master Balls, won off the lottery in the GTS or newfangled iPad Amazon.com business. And then, once you've caught the Pokemon, you can get ready for the champion battle. To the PC with you. Off with thee. And now that we're ignoring that Pokemon, we can face in. And I will see you guys next time.